But maybe, but Zeus has like played already 2 matches now, so
Ooh, they
let's
got
see.
the same color scheme.
Yeah, looks
That's
like they have the exact same aesthetic settings.
I didn't even know you could customize that. I thought it was just random. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
All right.
you can do random Mario colors. Oh no,
So,
it's not the same. Okay. These also has random backgrounds.
so the
But
thing with the random background is, someone who plays, nice. Merkenbach got 3 in a row. This is actually a really bad stage to start on, Winky. This is a stage you should avoid in this category if you can. But the one thing about Zeus is random backgrounds look cool, but it isn't doing any favors here because the red coins are blending in.
This is pretty much the worst scenario for him. Fire Sea background or LLL background or whatever it is.
The lava
With
background.
yeah, with red vanilla red coin, unchanged red coins, and this star we have to grab. With these tournament
Yes.
settings, you cannot go to basement early because you need a key. So the only stage you have is BOB, which leads to Wing Cap, and you cannot open any other Star Doors without a
So
star.
for those of you who have just arrived, the way these tournament settings work. All right, so we see Merkenbach is entering Womps. Looks like he's going to go for all 7. That is a strat you can use. It is a little risky because sometimes the red coins can be in annoying spots. Meanwhile, Zeus is going into BBH. So in BBH, we'll start with that. There are 3 stars that are quickest to get: the Big Boo, the Big Eyeball, and the Vanilla Star 3. I see the Big Eyeball. As for Merkenbach, he is getting pretty good on coins. He's going to have 71. Unfortunately, Zeus hit the eyeball. That's a little bit of a time loss, but not a big deal. Yeah, I was gonna say in terms of I think getting hundreds in Womps now with these new settings where they can't appear on the slope, it can work, but I always find it a little risky. You always run the risk of just having one red coin being in a slightly awful spot, and then you have no idea. So let's see if it pays off. Zeus is looking for stars. I actually wouldn't recommend doing this, to be quite honest, just because I think it's just not worth the time investment. It probably would be better just to go to another stage and pick up some stars later. Even, for example, the hundreds and reds, but we'll see if it pays off. Hopefully he finds a star soon. Looks like Merkenbach is close to getting hundos. He's just found star 2. So he is missing, I believe he has to get 8 overall. So he has 7 reds. There is star 3. He's gotten 5 more coins until he can get the... All right, there's the 100. Where is the last red? Let's see if we can find it. Meanwhile, Zeus is...
Top
Sorry.
of the fortress.
Oh, there it
Right
is.
there.
Oh, that was really good. So another thing about these settings is that the red coin spawners in its vanilla location. So that makes things... Ooh, he fell off the roof. I feel like at this point it's best for him to cut his losses. Yeah. So he's just going to exit to lobby. Merkenbach is now entering... Ooh, looks like Zeus is going into Womps. And Merkenbach, 2 options here, Aquarium and JRB. So these are only going to be lobby stages. So Merkenbach goes into Jolly Roger Bay. I'd recommend in this stage, pretty much the 2 you want to go for is star 6, which he's about to find, and then star 3, which is in a box. Looks like he's not even going to bother. He's just going to quit out. Solid play. Solid play. Looks like Zeus is also going for hundos. Makes sense. We saw that it's a pretty good red coin spread, so this shouldn't be too bad. Merkenbach is going... Nope, he is not going to do Aquarium. That makes sense. It's about a 40-second star. There are much faster stars. So it looks like he is going into the Dark World.
Yeah, so what I personally am a fan of course, everybody can make his own strat sets, but what I'm personally a fan of is if you are BBH, as you said, you want to go for the roaming star or the free star, or what was the the other expression for it?
Oh, I said like star 3, just like because it's like the third
Okay.
star, and the big boo star and
Yeah, the
the
big blue
eyeball.
and the eyeball. That's what you want to find. If you like, I personally want to traverse the outside section around the house. If I can find all 3 stars there, I just exit stage immediately. if I have less than 3, I tend to go to the basement to do the merry-go-round star because in the merry-go-round area there's also a lot of spawning ground for the open star and also for the big booth. The eyeball cannot spawn on the moving platform in the merry-go-round, but everything else can. So it's a
So
good chance you can find it there then.
there is something, and I've seen a lot of players do this in this race, and you know, I just don't understand it that much. Merkenbach is going for Koopa the Quick. I don't agree with this. I think Koopa the Quick is it takes a long time to get him like it takes him about like at least a minute and a half, depending on how quick you get to the star. Sorry, the flagpole. I just don't think it's worth it. It's just I find it so slow. But
Yeah, but the thing is, you can just start him, and then you can take your time and choose one of the forks in the road to go towards the
fair enough. But now it's
road up to the summit.
But like, see, now it's 117, and how much time is he going to spend just waiting here? I feel like the better course of action is to skip Koopa, look for the box star, look for the free star, and then if you find King, do King, and then just leave. Like, I just don't know if this 30 seconds was worth it. You could have, like, for example, just done Aquarium if you're worried. You know, it's an interesting strategic. I don't know if it's right or wrong. It's just something I've personally found to be slow. CCM is a very random stage in a randomizer. So he is going to go for star 1. He's probably going to do it much better than I do. No penguin. Oh,
star 3 and 1 at the same time. It's always a good call here. You can also do a skip here, just a double skip. Yeah, that should
will count.
Yeah, that should count. It's a bit tight on the first one, but as long as you're not longer than 2 seconds airborne, the penguin will not scold you for cheating at the end.
Interesting.
This is basically how it works. Like if Mario is airborne for more than 2 seconds, you can also do it with wall kicks here after you finish the race. If you just do continuous wall kicks without touching the ground for more than 2 seconds, then it's always going to be cheating.
I know. All right, so
I found that out the hard way.
I did too. I lost a good run to that. So Zeas did what I said, where he didn't go for the Koopa star. He just got the 2 and then left. So there's a 3-star deficit. Now, Merkenbach is looking for the star. The other thing, Ludwig, that the reason I don't like doing Koopa is that the upstairs has so many quick stars. So I feel like runners sometimes get so excited, like, oh, I'm going to get all these stars early, but it's just faster to wait. Ooh, interesting. So he's also doing the snowman star. Now, we did see the free star. We did see that, and Zeas is going into JRB. So we saw that Merkenbach found the star really quickly, and then he just exited. I wonder if Zeas is just going to go and look for the box, or if he's just going to quit. So we'll see what happens here. It looks like he's looking for... I don't know if he knows what he's looking for here, because it shouldn't be... All right, so he's going for the box. And meanwhile, Merkenbach is going for the star we saw free. You know, not bad. Not bad. That means he can... Oh, did he miss? Did he miss the snowman?
I think he missed the snowman, yes.
He must have, because he's doing it again. Interesting. So, yeah, no, this is actually kind of big for Zeas. I could help him get him back in the game. I mean, right now they're pretty much neck and neck. We're going to see Zeas go into Cool Mountain. We'll see what he does. So it's going to be 17 stars pretty quickly for Merkenbach. And Zeas is going... I wonder if he does the penguin. I don't... All right, he is going for the penguin. Okay. He is a vanilla runner, so he should be able to nail this. We'll see if he nails it. So you got to be really careful. All right, so he's going for much safer strats, which is fine, but not sure if it's worthwhile to get the penguin if you don't go for the skip like Merkenbach did. What is Merkenbach? All right, so he is lead stage. I was wondering if he was going to go for reds. I'm like, he has all the stars here.
No, Merken just went... Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Merken just went for the 1-up there.
Oh, like, that makes sense.
The 1-up management is pretty tight in this setting. Because you lose a lot of lives by check by selecting a new option that the randomizer has added for non-stop, which is not only exit to lobby, the new one is exit course.
Yes.
An exit course is just as if you just died. So the
Yes.
game takes the life away and respawns you in front of the painting.
So in this category, it doesn't really matter. But if we ever did like a 120 nonstop, exit course is clutch because there are certain stages like Wet Dry World, Tiny Huge Island, where if you're doing a nonstop race, you want to die as soon as possible. And sometimes you're nowhere near a ledge. Like Wet Dry World, you'd be nowhere near. So exit course really speeds up these speed runs by a lot. All right, so I don't believe Merkenbach has done Bowser, and unfortunately, that death by Zeus is definitely put him at a disadvantage. I mean, obviously you can see the 5 stars, but it's a little closer than just that. I think Merkenbach's going. I don't see a reason. So in this category or in this settings, you need to get the key. Normally you could skip it. Ooh, that might screw someone up. The red on red right there. Oh yeah, and I wonder what the background's going to be for him. I hope it's not red, because he might miss that coin. I think it's a lot faster to get reds. It just doesn't make sense, because it always spawns right by the pipe. Just go for reds, like it's a free star, really.
Yeah, sometimes, very rare, but sometimes red coins can spawn on very hard to reach places in this area where Merkin is right now.
Yes.
Like, it can spawn on these support structures that hold the moving platforms. And that can be a little tricky to get then. But usually it's always worth going for it, because, yeah.
Yeah, over. Ooh, okay, he's got it. All right, so that's 20 stars. So 20 stars in lobby is fine. Lobby, in my opinion, for rando has the slowest stars in these settings. So you want to get out of lobby as quick as possible. It looks like he's got Bowser. It's not a very difficult throw. Ooh. Don't worry, Mel. I do the same thing.
Yeah, I missed mine at Fire Sea, but then I got my revenge on perfect frozen bits.
This is why we're rando runners. All right, so now I wonder what. So here's the funny thing with these settings. It's actually really annoying to exit course. Oh, he's got SSL background. That should help him a lot. The contrast is really good here. So he's very likely not going to miss this red coin unless... All right. Ooh, there he saw it. I could tell that was going to be an issue because of that fire spitter, the red on red. So I think this makes sense. It's about a 2-star lead. If that's Toad, nope, that is the fake Toad. You can tell by the dialogue. Unfortunately, no way to exit out. You're just kind of stuck talking to a fake Toad. The fraud Todd, if you will. So I feel like he's going to go to SSL after MIPS. All right, he's got MIPS. All right. Zeus. And this is somewhere Zeus, as a vanilla runner, should be pretty used to fighting. Ooh, almost. That would have been bad. Oh, goodness. Having a little bit of trouble with these seesaws. And LLL. So what do you think? I think he's going to go for 4 stars here. Big Boo, Big Bully.
Yes. He will usually go for 4 stars here.
Yeah, I feel like that makes the most sense. Ooh, hopefully... So dying in this isn't as big a deal because it takes you right outside the painting you came in. That's not a default rando setting. That's just for this tournament. But it's also why the star spawns right there. Ooh, BBH Bowser looks really cool for the record. That looks awesome. All right, I think I see... Is this... No, a star all the way over there? Is it right by... Yeah, it is.
So as you can see, Merkin is going for a lot of 1-ups here in LL because it's the best stage to stack up on these. In the outside section, I think there are 6 or 7 1-ups.
I feel like with 10 in basement, he's probably good. Unless he has some accidental deaths. Like, I forget what I did a calc one time of like what the... Ooh. Oh. Well, hopefully he does... Oh, no, it's a vanilla spawn. I was going to say, something that can happen with randomized spawns is you can spawn right by the fire spitter and just die. Ooh, really good. That's really good. The 2 stars being right there. Man, this is a good PB seed. Oh, Merkenbach didn't do slide. Zeus is getting slide, and he got the box. The box was located in the main area. That's actually going to help him out a little bit. Very quick stars. So
was that in VBA?
It must have been, yeah, because it wasn't. That's the one thing Merkin didn't do. So this is really tight, and he's got it.
And I think Merkin will get it on his way down to the second MIPS later.
Oh, I always skip second MIPS. Interesting.
I tend to go for second MIPS as a backup. Like in my run that I just did, I planned to go there, but then I calculated quickly the stars in my head, and I figured out I have already enough without the second MIPS, so I decided to skip it.
Fair enough. So let's see. He's looking for Toad, which makes sense. He's gonna go get MIPS. Probably gonna have a pretty easy time. Ooh, he missed MIPS. That's okay. You can get MIPS. All right, nice. Not too bad. So yeah, definitely a lead for Merkin. That death and CCM probably being the biggest difference now. But there's a lot of run to go. This star is really annoying. Oh, he's going to vanish. Interesting. Okay, makes sense. I mean, you can go then. Hopefully, you get eight. You can't get 8 stars. I wonder what he's gonna do. Because I like to go to vanish and then go back to DDD. But we'll see what happens. This is actually really difficult. This is something that vanilla runners are really good at, but they always come from the exact same angle. I don't think he got it. No, you got to come from a weird angle, and all right, I think he has it now. Yeah, pretty annoying star in rando. It's like normally really easy because it just spawns like anywhere. All right. Did he miss star 1? Doesn't matter. He's got 30. Is he going into? Okay, so he's not going to BBH. And I don't know where... I guess this is in Vanish Cap. Ooh, I think he's dead. HMC is a really make-or-break stage because there's 5 free stars, but where they are is, you know, totally... You never know. So, where are we going? Oh, Metal Cap. Yeah, he's going to exit course here. So this is what Ludwig talked about. If you exit course, you're right back where you started, which is pretty useful. And now he's going to Shifting Sandland where he's going to get, what do you think, 3 stars? The bird, the free star in the pyramid?
Yeah, both 3 stars, one in the outside section, one in the pyramid, and the bird. It's usually what you go for here. Some runners we have already seen also go for secrets. You can do that if you can find them all really quickly in the bottom level of the pyramid. You can go for them, but I'm personally not a fan of the star.
So one thing I just, you know, no disrespect to Zeas, but he didn't go to the main area, so he's probably going to be really short on stars here. He only got 2 in Dory's lair, so typically what you want to do... Oh, there's the stars pretty quick. He's probably going to exit out. No reason. Oh, he's looking, but I think he's exiting out. Yeah, the one thing is that now Zeas is missing 3 stars, and that can be really bad. This and Rainbow Ride are 2 stages where you just don't know if you're going to get all the stars. Interesting. So Fire Sea is in Metal Cap. Okay. That's actually really interesting. Especially because that means... Yeah, and that means Zeas is... What's it called? It means he has access to upstairs with the quickest stars quicker. That could allow him to come back. Meanwhile, Merkin found the toad. Ooh, nice jump right there. Pretty sick. Yeah, sorry. It's hard to commentate these. So much going on. So Vanish Cap, you never want to do Vanish. Very slow star. I've done Vanish exactly once in 70 nonstop because the coins were literally right around me. But that was like never going to happen again.
Yeah, Vanish Cap is sometimes, now with the new version, quick to grab. Because for some reason the red coins do not spawn on the slopes anymore.
Well, so the creator changed that. That's why they don't do that.
Yeah, well, it's kind of weird because there's not much spawn area anymore then, because like almost all the level is like slopes.
Yeah, so the idea was to stop spawns in like Womp's Fortress on the slope because there's 3 difficulty levels: easy, standard, and difficult. So we wanted only difficult to have those types of spawns, but it did eliminate a lot of spawn area in Vanish Cap. All right, so we see, by the way, Merkenbach going to the main area first, and there's 2 additional stars that Zeas didn't get. So I don't know if he got another star. I wasn't keeping track of his count, but that is now 2 extra stars for him. So that's going to help him immensely. Those were some quick stars. So it's little things in Randomizer where movement is definitely important. But strategy is equally as important. And Zeus nails the throw pretty good. So he's
Oh,
got... Ooh, that would be bad if he died
Merken.
here.
Always challenging the bowlers there is always a little nerve-wracking. Oh
Ooh,
god,
oh,
that will be
that...
another 4 HP gone. But oh no, please don't long jump out here. Can easily like fall again, have fall damage again with the long
Done
jump.
that once. So it looks like he missed 1 star. Probably was one in the Toxic Maze. In 70, you never go to the Toxic
Yes.
Maze. It's not... Ooh, he's going to do... Ooh, nice.
Nice
All right,
first
so I see
try.
the last... I see the last star. So he found Fire Sea really quickly. I'm not going to lie. If you're betting, if we're doing... Oh, he's gone back into... Okay, interesting. He went back into HMC and grabbed these two.
Oh, interesting. Merkenbach actually going for the red coins in Piracy, because last time he had a little accident there, and he swore to himself to not go for this again in this tournament. But here we go, he's still going
Yeah,
for it.
well, we saw Zeus do it. The coins are in pretty good spots. He does need to be a little careful because when it comes to this, whatever you call it, raisy uppy thingy, it can be easy to miss a coin because, you know, they just... All right, he
Yes.
saw it. Did he see it?
Especially because of the background. The
Yes.
vanilla Piracy background is
Ooh,
always.
oh, not fun. All right, so it looks like he's getting the second fastest cycle Zeus. So Zeus is now in DDD, but right now, as I was saying, American has a pretty significant lead right now because he's going to have 39 stars, the ability to go upstairs. And that's going to... Upstairs stars can be really, really fast. Okay, Zeus is skipping chests. Interesting. I find chess to be a pretty fast star, but, you know, definitely makes sense if you're trying to catch up. Although I don't know if he knows he has to catch up. I don't know what the rules are. I never know in these tournaments where people are.
Now we are not allowed to watch the footage where our opponent is.
Interesting. I didn't even know this
On the
works.
screen. No, it's not allowed.
Yeah.
We also see here Zeus is
Ooh, yeah,
now
he's got it.
doing this with the poles already open and with the sub gone. And that means if one of these stars is close to the exit where you are like sucked
You can
in
go...
and out of the stage, it can be a little tricky.
Yeah, well,
But
I mean, you don't want to get sent back to the moat. All right, so 39 stars. 39 for American. He is going to be heading into the upstairs area. Let's see what he gets. Ooh, he missed the clip. That's okay.
yeah, the thing is, you want to go upstairs with at least 35 stars because then both upstairs toads have spawned, which give you stars.
Makes sense.
Otherwise, you
Okay.
might miss one of them.
So, for those of you who don't know the way this works, there are 4 free stars in this stage and 1 star in a box. It could be that box. There's only 4 boxes. He's broken 1. There's no real way to tell the boxes apart. American's just going to go for that box. Personally, I'd probably go for it last, just because there's nothing else here. Oh, there's 2 boxes here, so there's a good chance. It's a pretty high chance. Now it's a 50-50 chance. It was a 65% chance, or 66%, that he was going to get it. So we'll see if he's wrong, because otherwise it's a big waste of time for him. Unfortunately, oh, there's a star. Not a big waste of time. But yeah, Rainbow Ride is a big time sink. You just need to like pick a path and just go for it and then clean up later. So he has 2 of the 5 stars. I don't see anything on the ship. And I don't see anything in, what do you call this? The obstacle course? The red coin area?
Yeah, the red coin maze. Yeah, the Rainbow Ride is a very tricky stage, and it's one of the most unpredictable stages because stuff can always spawn on the big house's roof, where you just cannot get too fast.
Yes, it's about 2 minutes to get there, so
And
you should... Ooh,
I
good.
think the probability for things to spawn there has drastically reduced with the new version because like 50% or even more of the spawn area, there are slopes. And stuff cannot spawn on slopes.
It's true. Good point, Ludwig. I play a ton of 120 where you have
Yes.
to always go to the roof. And you're right. One of the most annoying thing was the spawning on the slope, because there's also, I think he fixed that, but there's a soft lock. And losing runs to that
Yeah,
soft was,
yeah, it's fixed.
yeah, that's in vanilla game, but you never encounter it. All right, so he's got, looks like 1 star was on the roof, unless it's in the pirate ship or whatever they, like on the top. But, oh, is he going for secrets? Yeah, it looks
It
like,
probably is.
yeah, I made
don't
this
like that.
mistake, honestly. It's just too slow to go for secrets, and yeah, then there's, I think it's called a grindle, but yeah, not ideal. The other thing is Merkin is making a small mistake we make with the new version, exit course versus exit to lobby. Because had he exited course, he wouldn't have to walk all the way back up. It's something I do
Yeah.
all the time. It's just muscle memory.
I
You
also
fake toad.
did it in my run today.
It's very frustrating because you plan out a route in your head and you're like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, and then you press the wrong button. Okay, Wet Dry World, do you think he's going for 5 or 7?
He's definitely not going for 7 here. He's probably going for 100 coins for all the
No, he's
stars in this
no.
area.
Looks like he can't. Oh, is he going for hundreds? Interesting.
Yeah, he's going for hundreds. I personally do not do hundreds anymore unless I have like a lot of stars missed in the lobby and the basement.
So
Like-
there's
Like for example, if there is the star on the non-existing ship in JRB, you just can't get it without doing star 1, which is too slow in my opinion.
I feel like
If
he's missed.
you miss too many stars there and you have to go for a backup like this.
Why he must be doing 7, Ludwig? He must be doing 7 because you only can miss like 5 coins. That's it, and he's not getting the boxes. He's going for 7. He has to be, because there's no reason he would get the blue coin switch. He's doing this like I would in 120. You get 80. You want 84 coins, and then you go and because there's 16 reds, and you get the reds. He has to be because there's no other reason he'd be so callous with missing coins because there aren't enough coins for him to get 100 anymore. So he's going to be going, but that doesn't really work with these settings because Secret Star always spawns in the vanilla location, which is kind of out of the way. Yeah, so he's definitely going for all of them. Wait, oh, there it is. Yeah, that sucks. Sometimes you miss one. How's he gonna get up there? What's he gonna do?
It's just gonna triple jump against this. And
Oh,
some
you
wall
know, I didn't even
kick.
know that works. Oh my god.
That works as long as you don't do a full second wall kick, because then you get the fake ledge grab on the arrow platform there, or the arrow ledge.
I gotta
But,
incorporate that into my runs. I didn't know
you
that worked.
you can do that. You can get up there.
I mean, it doesn't really help without like not these settings. All right, this long jump's really annoying. And now, okay, so there is a triple. Oh, okay, that's better. There's like a weird triple jump you can do to get up there a little quicker, but it's finicky. And yeah, this looks pretty cool when it works. This is the strat. So yeah, he's going for 7.
It is. Yeah, it is surprising to me because I think he didn't do that in his previous races.
So I did the math. This is why 7 is slow. It just takes way too long. And now he has to get this red. It's just swimming is slow. So I did this in my first race because I freaked out, and it's why I'm in losers. It actually cost me the.
Yeah, and the second reason why I don't do it is because of the metal fence here.
Yes.
Like you see, we don't have access to vanish caps because we didn't
skip it.
push a switch. And sometimes the switch can be on the top, and then you can just push it and then exit course while you're pushing it, and then you just have access to it here. So
This was a 120 killer. This stage.
yes,
It's
this was a 120 killer, and it's still there. The bug is still there. And sometimes stuff can also spawn inside of these buildings, which you cannot enter.
Yes.
This is
So
still an existing bug, even in this version. Sometimes.
now, let's be honest, though. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying he does, but if Merkin were to somehow know where Zeus is, it makes sense why you would go for all 7 because they're very safe stars typically. Like not much risk of losing like 5 minutes to them. But yeah, ordinarily I wouldn't recommend going for all 7. I wonder if he goes for Ukiki, the 2nd star in Tall Mountain. That's a good backup star. He's got both toads, so that's 52. So how many stages you got? THI, TTM, TTC. So he's got a bit of choice. He has a lot of stars. He only needs 18.
THI will just skip.
Mario Wings, you want to just skip? Worst star in the entire
He will
game.
skip Wings and he will skip THI 100%. Like only if there is a box right next to him, he will just check it.
THI in normal settings is fast because you just get reds pretty quick. THI in these settings is too slow because you spawn in vanilla location. It's just not. Oh, he's not skipping it.
Okay. I think he's just trying stuff now.
Well, I mean, okay, so like if you were doing like because he's like a top tier 70 nonstop runner, that is what you would do in 70 nonstop. But you normally spawn in a random spot. You go do reds. You would probably do Koopa and look for the box and then try to get 3. But it is slow. Like, oh wow, that was actually really risky.
Yeah, that was a risky one. Almost
Like
didn't make it.
he just barely made that.
The thing is, he instantly dove. Like he insta dove the second he triple jumped, and then you.
So I'm gonna be honest. I think. Oh,
Oh
shoot.
god, please!
Yeah.
What was that? He
This
tried
has
to
not
get.
been-
He tried to get that
he's
star.
He's going for Wilco Clip is what it's called. No, no.
Oh,
What's
no.
this called?
Wilco clip. Yeah.
It's called Wilco Clip.
Yeah, it's not really worth spending minutes on this, but it's always cool when you get it, of course.
God, we're that. All right, let's see. All right, so he's TTC is
And,
probably gonna do all 7.
And just
in
for
this-
if someone is concerned in the chat, yes, we're playing 70 star, but in oh god, Zeas. We're playing 70 star, but in randomizer, 70 star BLJs are allowed. So it's not allowed in vanilla game.
So the reason, okay, so let me tell you, for the person asking why they're allowed in rando, because it makes complete sense. In the vanilla game, doing BLJs, why would you even need to get 70 stars? Because you can just open the Bowser door. But in randomizer, the Bowser door is locked. So if you were to try to enter it, there's no infinite, there's still an infinite staircase, but the door itself is closed. So it doesn't matter if you allow BLJs, you still can't get to Bowser. I mean, you technically can if you were a TAS, but a human being couldn't do BLJs into the Bowser door. It's just not possible. So it doesn't matter if we allow them because you still can't get to Bowser until you have 70 stars. The game won't open the door. And that's why 30 star is a thing in rando. You can just set it, I think 90 star could be a thing, although we don't keep track of it. But yeah, good question, person in chat, whoever you are. Good question. Yeah, going for hundreds, by the way, Ludwig, just makes sense in these settings because you start at the bottom anyway. So
weird that he goes for all these hundreds.
I always go for hundreds here. I think it's actually really fast in TTC.
I used to do it in the beginning, but then I said, no, let's skip it and do something else instead, because...
Oh, if this was like normal settings, I agree with you. But with these settings, just because of where you spawn, I just feel like it's like you always basically run by all these coins anyway. It's just, to me, it's like might as well just collect them.
Yeah, you run by it if you do like a, let's say, more casual approach to traversing the stage. But TTC is a stage that you can traverse so ungodly fast if you're good. And you cannot make advantage. We cannot make advantage of that if you have to stop for all the boxes. So I rather decided for myself not go for it anymore.
That makes it's a really good point. And that's something that definitely helps out is like if you're just good at Mario, like Mario movement, it does help a lot. And if you're not, there are backups. That's why a lot of newer players, it makes sense to start with Randomizer because even if your movement skill isn't good, if you think the game well, you can kind of still get a decent time. But you're right. The ability to go, it might be more optimal to play TTC the way a speedrunner would and skip it. Well, for me, it just makes sense because I have to play it casually anyway because I can't.
Yeah, that's the thing that everybody has to find his own strat set. That's always be the thing. So Merkin only has like SL left. He will get all 5 stars here.
and TTM where he can get 5 stars.
Then TTM where he will also probably get 5 stars and tries also. He will probably try to show off. Oh no, that's bad. That is a bad thing. That oh, he has a spin drift there. He can't use.
Yeah, he has a spin drift there, and I don't think it's as high as it usually is. Oh no, it is.
It is.
No, it is. This is
It
a
is.
weird glitch that
Trust
happened to
me,
me
I did
twice.
this so many times in practice, but he is lucky he has a spin drift there. Otherwise, he would have
Yeah, that's just,
to
to be
respawn
fair,
the guy.
that's because of the settings we're using. Under like normal randomizer, this wouldn't happen. It just kind of spawns wherever. But because of the way we've done it, with the settings we have where the star spawn isn't randomized, it just goes really high. It happened to me twice in my last match.
So he will
So
definitely try to go for the trick called monkey skip in TTM because he really likes that strat.
yeah, I
And
hate
now
that
he's
strat.
almost dead.
Yeah, dying would be bad. He has to jump. All right.
Uh-oh. I think the next dip into the water is instant death for him.
The truth of the matter is, with all due respect to Zeus, unfortunately, it's going to be extremely, almost impossible for him to come back. American would have to die maybe about 7 or 8 times. It's a chasm right now between the two of them. It's just 46 to 63. He's going to be entering Bowser probably around the 40-minute mark.
I think he has problems finding the last box and he just
God.
died. Oh
Yeah.
god. He got murdered by the fly guy. With
I
1
wonder where it
HP.
is. Yeah, it's probably okay. So I think I know where it is. It's probably on the snowman's head. Has to
Yes,
be.
might be on the snowman's head.
And then he's gonna go into the igloo. But he has a good point. Like, where is it?
It could. Oh
Oh,
no,
there it
it's
is.
here in the little.
You would be able to see it by pausing.
Now you can't see this while pausing. This is the thing. It's also bad for red coins. It's even worse now because they are spawned at the bottom.
But like, I think you could see the box. But you're right. Maybe you can't.
I
Anyway,
think
he's about to go.
I think there's no feasible pause like total camera angle.
Oh, there it is. So the one thing about 120 is I always get Vanish Cap because it makes this slightly faster. And now he's got TTM, and then he's done. 65 into TTM is exactly what you want. If you collect a couple more stars in THI, you can skip some of the slower stars here. Technically, you could go for reds if he wants to. If he wants to avoid, one of the stars, but I don't know why he would. Is he going to? No. Although maybe he should. There's 4 of them right there.
So here is a very crucial spot. Like the thing where the coin ring is in vanilla TTM. There's also no feasible camera angle where you can pause and see the downstairs part there. So it can always be that you miss a star there if you don't go down physically.
So when I play 120, where you have to collect every single star, you can't skip anything. I just skip it and I'll reset if something's there. It's unfortunate. Like the thing with when you're going for a PB attempt versus actually even if in a race, like I guess in a 120 race you couldn't do that. Sorry. But in a PB attempt, you just kind of like hope it's not there. There's not much else you could do.
Okay, let's see if you can get the monkey skip. Oh no, he's not going for it. That might be smart if you still want to search for stars while the monkey is walking
and the
to
monkey
its
goes
position.
vanilla. Like, so the reason you would not do this under normal settings, because the star could spawn at the top of the mountain, and then you feel very silly. But here you can kind of just walk around. It doesn't matter.
He's still missing a star. Let's see if it's in this area that I was talking about. This will be...
It could be in the water. That's the other place it can be, and it's hard to see. But you're right, it could be. He kind of needs it. He has 1 star left.
Yeah, now he needs it. This is when you commit to something.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Okay. How did you miss that one?
So I'll tell you, as someone who's missed that many times, you talked about the camera just having a hard time. You just don't see. That's a blind spot. With the Mario cam angle, you just missed that. I've missed that so many times.
Yeah, I think just out of muscle memory, I just always try to cut this corner very hard so I can always see it while I'm going there.
All right.
But, yeah, there are many dead angles that you have to cover somehow. You want to cover everything.
Where, just talking about Saren for a second, who made the tournament, this is where it makes a lot of sense to have non-random spawns. Because if you have random spawns, here's the way this works. You get either right by the pipe, or you just jump to your death. And what I would do is collect, like, when I do PB attempts, like 20 lives. and you just, well, really it's slow if you do like more than 5, but you just die, and it makes kind of PBs kind of annoying. Ooh, we missed it. Those was some big boy
He was
strats.
just going for the YOLO one there without setup.
Yeah, that's
Usually you
what
want to
real
ledge
stars.
grab there and set yourself up, but he just went for it.
Yeah, right side, no setup. That is what you would see someone like Suigi do, or Kano. But now he's going for.
Now he grabbed the ledge, but he didn't go for it again.
And now he's going for Mizkif strats.
Yeah, I hate that strat so much. I always want to triple jump onto this pole.
What's it called? So, yeah, I mean, honestly, when I screw that up, I just take the pole of shame, go to the oven, like the one for babies, right? Where
Yeah,
you
this
get
is
the
what
red
I
thing.
almost always do on 120-star runs, because usually there's some red coin down there that you have to go down anyways.
Yeah.
Like in vanilla too. I mean, vanilla often
So
have
actually,
to go down there.
this is a solid time, by the way, for Merkin, considering how many mistakes he made. Pretty solid. He's probably gonna end up with around a 42, which with these settings is pretty fast. If he can get a 42, if he plays anyone other than Soul, he's gonna win. 42 is really good.
The best time so far is actually by Chaos.
Really? Chaos? What did Chaos
Yeah,
get?
I think Chaos got a low 38.
Darn, that's exceptionally, like, that's good for the random settings where you get really good spawns. For these settings, ooh, nice throw. Yeah.
Oh, barely
got
made it there.
Just got it. Just
So top
got it.
42 for him. Cool.
Soul versus Chaos upper bracket finals. Soul's here. So,
Yes, Soul
yeah,
versus
that.
Chaos is my
Oh, come
personal
on.
prediction.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, also.
50-41-51 for Merkenbach. I think Zeas has, someone has told him. Looks like we're going to get a DNF. And yeah, good match. Good match. That's better than my PB, by the way. I don't have a 42. So very solid. Very, very solid.
Let's see if Merkin comes on for an interview. Zeus is already in the waiting room, but see if Merkin is up for some talking.
Ooh, we got everyone here.
GG, guys.
Yeah, good
GGs.
runs. American, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Why did you go for Wet Dry World? You went for all 7. What made you decide to do that?
I was counting, and if I get all 7 and TTC, 5 stars TTM, 5 stars normal sled, and all 7 and traveled, I don't need to go to basement twice.
Good
Is
answer.
it possible that you missed the stage in lobby somewhere, like PSS or something?
Yeah, I skipped PSS and BBH.
Yeah,
fuck.
PSS. I don't know if you know PSS. They actually had the box was in the main area, like at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just never went there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's probably the reason why. Because usually you should have been gotten enough with this if you went for PSS. But yeah, it makes sense now.
Zeus,
Yeah.
not bad. Obviously, you know, a couple mistakes here and there, but what are your thoughts of Rando now that you've played a bunch of it? What do you think about the game?
I mean, I had a little bit of experience with Rando going in, but this is obviously the most I've played it in probably the past month or so. But Rando's pretty sick. I mean, I've said it right along, like with this new update and everything, like if any vanilla players want to get into it, especially with these settings, like this makes it much more akin to a regular vanilla run. So I think it would make it a lot more easy and like approachable for vanilla runners like myself. So it's a lot of fun. I love randomizers, for sure.
It's funny. You played the most randomizer of probably all of your time, I played the least amount of Randomizer. Since the last race, I haven't played a single Randomizer game. Mainly
Oh my
because I
goodness.
personally don't really like the settings.
Uh-huh.
Mainly, probably because, well, I'm only random speedrunner and it takes part of the randomizer out. And while the 1.0 update has like or like 1.0, 1.0.1, they both have problems that ruin my fun of that currently. So yeah, before I do randomizer, I need to wait for the update.
So the new update, thankfully, is probably coming very soon. But despite the fact you haven't played a lot, 41:51 is one of the better times in this tournament. So, you know, you did pretty well for yourself.
Yeah, and it's one thing I need to say is that's very likely one of my last matches because of school and BTR and other stuff that's coming around. It might happen that I don't have time to do races anymore.
Oh no. I mean, yay! That means I make it. No, I'm kidding. That would be that would be unfortunate. But you play really well. You know, you're a top runner in this game for obviously a reason. Zeus, you played pretty well too. You know, a lot of really good plays. Obviously that one mistake in CCM,
Oh
but
my
like,
goodness.
What
Tough.
happened in your CCM?
Okay. I went into the slide and I got all the way down to the bottom and I bonked off the side because I took the wide turn. I took too wide of a turn and I bonked off the wall and died like right at the end.
Well, I need to redo the snowman's head because I don't know why, but the snowman's head decided to roll. Not
yeah,
stop at the head.
I was surprised that it happened. I actually wasn't. I had no idea. I'm like, why is he doing it again? I didn't realize it missed. I just assumed you'd gotten it. I was gonna actually ask you about that as well. Because you do 70 nonstop, like regular settings. Do you go for Snowman's Head normally?
Yeah. Normally I try to go into the slide as fast as possible, get both stars in there, or like the penguin race, spawn the star outside, spawn the other star outside. If there's penguin baby low, I take this so that I just have all stars spawn and then can go through the stage once and collect everything. But mainly I'm a 120 star player, so I'm used to doing everything.
Yeah, I know you beat me. Knocked me out of the top 10. You did.
Wait, which category did I knock you out of the top 10?
120 nonstop.
Did not knock you out of the top 10.
Oh, sorry, top 5. Top 5.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm just joking around, but no, that is interesting. Listen, like it's just I don't play a lot of 70, so it's really interesting to see all the strategies, what stars you get, what stars you skip. There's so many different ways around it. So it was also really cool. I didn't even know you did that jump and you skipped the majority of the slide. I actually thought it would call you a cheater. I didn't realize you weren't in the air for 2 seconds. That was really good.
This strat I actually saw from Soul in his first match.
Yeah, Soul used it. Like only Soul used this strat. All the other guys and in the tournaments so far, I think, just did the casual, just all the slide down, or the single skip there after the first turn.
I saw it from Soul in his first match. Was trying it in practice, and well, it worked. So
yeah, no, I was shocked because like in vanilla speedrun, they do a bit of a different strategy going for hundreds. So good stuff, really good stuff.
I need to do more 70 star once the new version comes out, like regular 70, because I'm still level 108. I really want to lower that time.
I want to improve my 120 and non-stop 120 star time a little bit.
All right, so we're about to raid a 16 star. Thank you very much, Zeus. Thank you very much, Merken. I just want to clarify, Soul identifies as a woman, so sorry about that.
I just
I've actually never met you. I've only heard of you by your time, so I apologize. But keep destroying the game. Merkin, thank you very much. Zeas, thank you very much. Ludwig, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you
course.
as well for the wonderful races today.
That was a lot of fun. GG's, man.
Good stuff. And Merkin, hopefully we see you again. But if not, thank you so much for being part of the tournament. We really appreciate it.
Well, if I'm out, maybe Zeas can